Hey everybody, welcome back. As you see, I decided to just kind of start anew with the beard because it was bugging me. But anyway, not a beard show. I don't even have a beard right now, just gruff. Oh, you poor beardy. I miss him. If you hear some banging and stuff going on, my brother had to go get his gallbladder out. Yesterday, he should be home tomorrow, but I'm watching the kids tonight. So I haven't stolen any kids. I'm not holding anything for ransom. They're just kids being kids. I let them stay up late. I don't care. It's the weekend. He knows that. I took them to the store and bought them like $60 worth of junk food too. They're going to be up all night. So, yeah, they're in the room watching shows and goofing around. So if you hear any banging or anything, that's what it is. Anyway, this is a compare and contrast video. Like I said, I wanted to compare and contrast Crown with, you hear that? I want to compare, I actually love kids. So I remember being a kid and I let them pretty much get away with murder because I'm that uncle. So anyway, I want to compare Crown with Azzaro Wanted. I was also going to compare it with Invictus. Is this Invictus? Yeah, Invictus and this, because they do get comparisons and there is similarities, but there's way more similarities to this and this than there is to this and this. If you want an English laundry that's more similar to this than Crown, go with Cambridge Night. Just love that bottle. I love the English laundry bottles. Go with Cambridge Night. It's a lot more similar to this. So we're not going to even bother with this one. Just something on my English laundry bottle. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to give you the notes to both of them, and then the notes that are similar, and then I'm going to go into what I smell, how they're similar, how they're the same, and how they're different. Crown. Apple, lemon, grapefruit, green leaves, herbal notes, lavender, aromatic notes, cardamom, geranium, ginger, clove, rose, amber, oak moss, musk, patchouli, cedar, and tonka. A lot of notes. Azzaro, lemon, ginger, lavender, mint, apple, juniper, cardamom, geranium, tonka, amberwood, and vetiver. Again, good amount of notes. The similar notes: apple, lemon, lavender, cardamom, geranium, ginger. And although Crown doesn't have amberwood and Azzaro does, amberwood is kind of just what it says. It's a amberwood. So with the amberwood in Azzaro, the amber, the oak moss, the patchouli, and the cedar can kind of give the same, well, not identical, very similar scent profile when they're mixed together. So kind of, yes, we'll give that we'll say that one, but with an asterisk, because they're not exactly the same, but close enough. So a good amount of notes they share. A good amount they don't too, though. So, like I said, what the big difference with the Crown is the spices and the green. That you don't get that in the, at least I don't pick up most of that in the Azzaro. The Azzaro is more of a, well, I get like a spiced apple, like I said, from the Crown. I get more of a juicy, sweet pineapple from the Azzaro off the top. Then the apple comes into play a little later. And like I said, the Crown, the similarities in the smell, like I said, are definitely, you definitely get a similar fruity, juicy, fruity vibe. This one just happens to be more apple. That one happens to be more pineapple. But they're different and they're similar at the same time. It's kind of like the scents. They're different but similar. You could smell the two and know which one is which if you know. You're never going to confuse Crown for Wanted or Wanted for Crown, but you'd smell them both and be like, oh, I can see what you're doing there. You know, woo, one eases taking inspiration from the other one. So yeah, that's kind of what you get. Like I said, the similarities, they're both got some fruits. The lavender is strong in both of them. Nice powdery lavender. Um, you get that minty vibe from the geranium, but you get more mint from in the Azzaro because it actually has mint in it. So you get the mint and the geranium kind of working together to give it more of a mint than the crown, but you still get a little bit of mint in the crown. And, you know, and like I said, a nice woody, musky, ambery kind of dry down. Where they differ is definitely in the performance. Crown wasn't bad, like I said, for the price, you know, 5-6 hours projected for an hour. It's okay. Whereas the Azzaro is just, on me anyway, it's pretty much an all-day scent. 9-10 hours projection, monster, beast, whatever you want to call it, for a couple hours. Although I do prefer the smell of Crown better. The Azzaro was a little too sweet and youthful for me. Not as bad as Invictus, but still not something I'd want to wear all the time. I get a craving for it, of course, but not something I'd wear all the time. Whereas I could see me wearing Crown every day of the week. It wouldn't bother me. It's got that bit of class, a bit of maturity to it with them spices and aromatic notes and rose really, well, not a prominent rose smell. There is a hint of that rose, and it really plays with the cardamom and the spices really nice. Crown's just a beautiful scent, honestly. If you haven't smelled it, or if you're like me and you do really kind of like the smell of Azzaro, and Invictus is okay, it's a little too youthful, try the Crown. It really is a beautiful scent. But performance isn't up to snuff with the Azzaro at all. Another, like I said, big difference is that opening. The Crown is more of that spiced apple. I think it's just, again, a touch more classy than that a sweet, juicy pineapple type vibe I get from the Azzaro. I mean, both of them are great. I don't want to sit here and say one's better than the other. If I had to pick one, like I said, I would go with Crown. Just based on the smell. Now, performance, I definitely go with the Azzaro. But I'm not too... The performance doesn't bother me in Crown because, like I said, it's that type of scent, that cuddle scent, intimate scent that I actually enjoy wearing quite a lot, actually, because I don't like being the cologne guy. So I guess at the end of the day, I mean, which one is better? That really just depends on what you're looking for. If you want something sweeter, more youthful, with even that slight bubblegum tinge to it, definitely go with the Azzaro. If you want something with a touch more class, that can be worn a lot more places without people getting offended or choking people out, then go with the Crown. Personally, I'm going to give it to Crown, but not by a whole lot. Like I said, I do like the Azzaro. I still find the Azzaro perfectly wearable for someone like me, my age and my style. I find it a lot more wearable than Invictus, to tell you the truth. Invictus is just so bubblegummy. It's ridiculous. Whereas the sweetness from... It's got a hint of that. The Azzaro's got a hint of that bubblegum, but the sweet is more coming from fruit. Apple and lemon and stuff. Like I said, it has a pineapple vibe to my nose. And it's nice too. I like pineapple. It's nice. Even though there's no pineapple listed, it's just the vibe I get from it. So yeah, I mean, that's it really, guys. I mean, just a quick contrast and compare. If you... Easiest way. Club scent, date scent. Very similar to each other, just different situations. There, done. Easy. All right, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other.